ladies and gentlemen, for the 1003rd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called His Junus.
What up, bitches?
As well as myself, L. Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show. Trying to throw off the AIs with the little clapping over the intro stuff. See if we can't get Spotify to not rip all of our next 1,000 episodes off over the next however long, but it's everywhere else. As Spotify continues to delete episodes of the Mason and Friends Show due to our inconsideration for the copyright ownership of douchebag dumbasses that have absolutely nothing to do with the content of the show. Throw a little Planet of the Apes in the background, everybody gets all butthurt. You can't make money on this. We can't even let you keep it out here, according to Spotify. Shout out to Rumble, they don't do that to us. Rumble be like, people gonna listen, we gonna pay you.
Rumble
doesn't fuck around. Kind of the best one, in a sense, but, you know, the ad structure stuff pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay money for YouTube to get it ad-free, but goddamn it, I'm tempted. They be fucking me up on some of this shit that I'm checking out, like... There's this geophysicist, astronomer type motherfucker that I've been watching about the 3-eye atlas stuff.
Yeah.
And, man, that dude, you get a commercial every 2 minutes on his shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that sucks.
But sometimes I'll get like 8 or 9 minutes without a commercial, but then it'll be like 5 commercials in a 10-minute span the next 10 minutes or whatever. I don't know. Shit pisses me off. But yeah, it's looking like more and more crazy with that 3-eye atlas. More and more weird stuff going on. Apparently, they found it in early July. And at the exact same time, they didn't really release it publicly till recently, but they also got some strange radio burst out of like the same vicinity, or whatnot. And it was like, I think they said 3 different bursts, or maybe there was like 4 or 5 beats worth. Like it was very rhythmic, this section of it. And apparently, like the first one, there was like 2,800 seconds or something. Then the next one, and by the 4th one, it was literally like exactly 3 of the first plus 4 seconds, or some shit. Like some really, really weird coincidental. Like, how the fuck is this not something almost, you know, mechanical or like. For the first time, the dude that I've been watching for months was like, I really don't know what to think of this at this point. Like, fully fucking confused about what could or could not be out there.
Yeah, well, there's definitely something out there.
Something is out there.
There ain't no question about that.
Yes, there are no questions here at the Mason and Friends Show about the likely existence of aliens. We believe. We just ain't seen them, can't track them down, don't know where they're at, don't have the equipment to do so, but we know they're out there. We do agree on that. So this is just the 2 of us episode, the homie Big Mike. We're not sure what he's up to right now. At least I'm not sure. I didn't talk to him about why he's not here. But hopefully, he's going to have himself a new job by the time he comes back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know he was mentioned it the last time I seen him that he had been like trying to get this new gig that ain't his old gig, the one that he's been had.
Yeah.
But it's still doing pretty much the same shit, but a whole lot more local without having to get up into DC and all that nonsense with a smaller truck. So, you know.
What he was talking, it ain't gonna be as local as he was talking about.
Oh.
Apparently his route is from the Berg to Stephen City or some shit like that.
Fredericksburg to Stephen City?
Yeah.
So just south of Winchester?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least it's out in the country.
Yeah, it's out in the sticks, so.
I'd rather be out in the sticks than all up in the city with a big-ass truck.
Yeah, so.
But anyway, yeah, shout out to Mike. Hopefully he gets himself into a situation that he's going to like better. We want to see our boy Mike less stressed out over his job. And he listens to the show. It's not like when you're not here, we can talk to you, but you don't hear it. When we talk on this, Mike will usually hear it.
Yeah.
He come in and say something about this in a week or 3. He'll be like, oh yeah, y'all was talking about the blah, blah, blah.
He probably ain't coming just because he had that fucking Christmas party last night.
Is that what it is, Mike? Did you drink yourself into worthlessness?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be that over. He ain't drinking like that.
He ain't drinking like that, then there's no excuse to skip the show just because of a party. If you go to a party and you don't get hammered, you know what I mean? It's like if you take a vacation and you're not drinking the whole time, you don't have any right to come home from vacation and be like, I got to sleep for the next 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably out next week because I'm going down to the beach.
Wintertime beach trip for the Jew. Chasing sharks. You never can tell.
Yeah, I gotta take Slap his mama, so
It's one of them.
Saturday morning. And we gonna hit the beach up.
For the holidays.
Saturday,
So he ain't gonna be around for Christmas this year.
no.
But the other one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fool needs to get a license so he could drive the little one down next year sometime.
Well, I ain't gonna be around for Christmas either. I'll be down there in Richmond.
Uh-oh, hey now. You be hanging out with the Jew boo for waiting for Santa to come through?
No, not really. Since her ex-husband's a fucking douchebag,
Uh-oh, hey now.
and I don't make myself available to get to know him.
Because he's a douchebag,
Because
you
he's a
don't
douchebag?
you don't make available. Okay.
I mean, that motherfucker don't make himself available neither. Anytime I'm at the house, he don't get in that fucking truck and walk in the house.
He doesn't walk up and introduce himself, say hello.
He's already introduced himself one time, and fucking it didn't really go that well. Fucking
I wish Jew boo was here to provide more context.
he fucking I shook his hand or I gave him a fist bump with his little soft ass fucking hand, and when I left the room, when he shook the boy's hand, he said something about like, well, I see you got a stronger handshake than your dad or something like that. Of course, he didn't say that when I was in the same room because, you know,
Yeah.
there had been some issues. Kind of like the first time he said some shit to the other boyfriend and got his ass whipped. Like, stop saying shit to people, bro. Like, you can't fight. You drive a fucking Prius. You fucking suck, dude. Shut your fucking mouth, bro. Shut your fucking mouth. Obviously ain't going nowhere. Been around for fucking 3 years.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
been
I mean,
some time at this point.
Like, your fucking kids have vacationed at my house. My fucking vacation house. Like, fucking get your life together, bro. Like, get your life together, motherfucker.
Tell him.
So, but they got traditions and shit, and so I don't know. I'm probably just gonna be sitting at the crib.
So
Christmas
like
Day
Lisa's
while
gonna
they're-
run off and do some shit while you sit at her crib
Probably.
and wait for a couple hours?
Yeah, more than likely Christmas Day,
Well,
probably.
you know, you can nap it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I said, just let the motherfucker know that that's not what we're gonna do next year. Next year we're gonna do it at your crib where everybody's invited. You know what I mean? So, fuck him and his traditions.
I love it, man. I love to hear the.
Or I'll just be a douche and just pull up.
Why not?
I don't fucking care either way.
Yeah, you
It
should.
don't matter to me.
You should pull up. Well, you should do what the Jew boo wants you to do. You shouldn't just be like, "Bitch, I'm coming through. Fuck him. I'm rolling up in here."
That's why I told her. I said, you tell me what you want me to do. I said, I'll run up in that motherfucker, size him up the whole time I'm over at the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Or I said, I'll stay at the goddamn house and just get high as shit naked in your room. I don't fucking care. You let me know.
Yeah, man. You tell him.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't get that. People being douchebags for no reason. But there's a lot more people that want to be douchebags for no reason than there are that don't want to be douchebags.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm never gonna like him, just because he put his hands on fucking Lisa, and just him put his hands on a woman in general, in my mind, makes him a whole bitch. So, sorry about your bad luck.
Yeah.
You are there for a whole bitch your entire life. Don't care. It is what it is. Put your hands on me like that, motherfucker. Please put your hands on somebody else like that. You know what I'm saying? Not some innocent little fucking white girl.
Yeah,
you
a
know
little chick that can't do anything.
Little bony ass little white woman. Please put your hands on me, please. Please, bro. And we're gonna cash it outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, so don't fucking put your hands on no woman. You know what I mean? Like, unless she hit you like a man. Then you gotta defend yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might have to.
Like,
you might have to.
If you get straight cold cocked,
Roger Rousey's throwing hands with you. You better fucking
you
throw
better
back.
do something.
You better do
You better
something.
knee her in the vagina or something, or you better hit her in the fucking face.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going down.
You gotta
bro.
put a shoe in that twat.
You gotta do something
Hard.
Yeah, they say you gotta hit her first. Well, if that motherfucker hits you like a man.
You can't hit a girl first.
No.
Like if Debo rolls up on you,
Yeah, you
and
can't do
like
that.
you know it's on, okay, take the first swing. You don't have to wait for someone like that can knock you out. But at the same time, you know, Kimbo Slice steps up and is like ready to throw. Now you might want to just be like, bro,
You good?
it's cool, bro. I didn't mean nothing.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Like, I'm not trying to fight. I was trying to have an intellectual discussion, but we have taken this way further than that. But then people gonna say some dumb shit. Like, there ain't no intellectualism when you're like, yeah, your daddy ain't got no strong handshake like you do. Daddy got a bitch handshake. You got a real man handshake. That's some weird shit to say to a child anyway.
Yeah.
You know, but like, it's also some bitch shit to not say to a motherfucker if you really want beef, like you want smoke.
Yeah, if you
right.
want
Like
smoke.
you're ready for the smoke now, but you're not making the decision to go engage and flame on.
I can't put that man ain't ready for the smoke. He's a suable kind of motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Suable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put my hands on that whole bitch, you know, next thing you know, I'm going to court down in goddamn middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
'cause he's
Richmond,
a fucking whole bitch.
and you're
you know?
dragging it out for a long time.
Forever.
Month
Forever.
after
forever.
month.
Forever.
Extension after extension.
Cause this fucking anal motherfucker, whatever, you know what I mean? Basically on some shit that I ain't got time for.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean?
and you shouldn't like take the time with a motherfucker that's gonna be bitch like that. If you're just gonna hit a woman, you know what I mean, that's not literally trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hit a woman when she's, like you said, when she's coming at you.
She hits you like a man, or you about to die.
Right,
Baby.
But this is why like weed should be legal, because nobody gets like stoned and beats their old lady. They get drunk and then they beat on their woman.
Yeah.
You know, which is like a whole other probable issue. Like if you're sober beating up your life, or like, you know what I mean? Like you got a real
You got some issues.
aggression issue.
Yeah,
if you're
because you
drunk,
already know what the business is.
if you're drunk, then like you might just have like you got an aggression issue for
you
sure.
know how I get when I drink that brown,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. You know, I was drinking that bourbon. I told you not to come
clear,
around.
you know what I mean? I've been drinking that clear.
Told you not to give me that tequila shot. Next thing you know, I'm smacking your face up.
But yeah.
Dude, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching South Park, you are doing yourself a disservice. South Park had their Christmas special, Christmas Miracle episode or whatever. Uh-oh. Mahomes is down holding his knee.
He's crying.
That looks like an ACL tear, or an MCL and an ACL tear to me.
Yeah, he's crying.
Yeah, he's done. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Mahomes is going to be out for the rest of the season.
Mental.
Minshew.
Minshew. I didn't see what happened. He just fall out. Oh, here we go.
I don't know. I turned and looked, and he's holding his leg. He threw the ball, and they wrapped up his leg, and that was a nasty twist on that leg, and he's reaching for it before. Yeah, that's an MCL, ACL.
Let me see. Let me look at it. Yeet.
Yeah, he yeeted over himself.
That's a little skirty girt.
He was holding his
Tweaked knee
leg
somehow.
before he stopped rolling, so he's definitely toast. He's taking his helmet off. He knows it's over. At least he got himself a couple of rings before it all came apart. You know,
He's young though. He'd come back.
yeah. I mean,
Especially if that's the one in the back. PCL, I think.
well, hopefully he
Got
can
the
get himself a
ACL.
cadaver one if need be. And a
Meniscus.
nice fresh cadaver leg, bunch of tendons. From somebody young that died from like a COVID injection, you know what I mean? Some 20-year-old athlete that had a heart attack
Oh, he's standing up.
on the field. Oh shit, he's gonna walk it off.
He's right there. He's got to take one step, you know what I mean? We really could have rolled him over. Just rolled him 3 times and he'd been out of bounds.
The dude, I don't think the dude was trying to hurt his leg, but he definitely, got his leg and stabilized it when it needed to be moving. Like, he planted that leg while the rest of Mahomes was flying through the air.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Look at that. He's walking on it. All right, I guess he's not out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
They might go hit him up with a little bit of that,
Are you going to get him the Tony Romo
They're
shot?
going to give him to Tony Romo's.
Little Tony Romo bump. Yep.
A little whatever that movie was with the... Remember we were in high school and all the high school kids football
Varsity
movie?
Blues?
Varsity Blues, yeah. Hit him with the...
Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob.
Who's a fat kid? The fat dude.
They called him Billy Bob.
They called him Billy Bob, yeah.
And he had a pig that was his pet.
Yeah, the pig, yeah.
Yeah.
That was that Dawson Creek fuck, right? Who's that little blonde fuck? Dude, how was looking bitch?
Dawson Creek and whatchamacallit, Brian from Fast and Furious was the quarterback that hurt his leg and was getting the shots in the leg. Yep.
I'll be damn.
There's a lot of fucking sports movies over the years, man. They had a baseball movie every year in the 90s.
Yeah.
At least one. Major League hit in '89 and they went crazy on baseball movies for the next decade.
Yep.
And Major League was a good one.
There was 3 of those, right?
Yeah, I think the first one was pretty good, but after that, I can't imagine it was.
They were alright.
There was a third? I remember Major League 2.
I remember 2, but I don't know about 3rd. There might have been a 3rd.
I wouldn't be surprised, but it probably had somebody completely different. Because they had Wesley Snipes in the first one, and then they replaced him with Omar Epps in the second one. And so he was definitely not. There's definitely none of those guys in the third. If there was a third. Let me see if there was a third. We got the web. We can look this up. God damn.
Damn, I forgot that game's over. Come on, you couldn't have, I guarantee you could have thrown that ball for 6 more yards of that fucking dude, man. Motherfuck you. $40.
You're continuing. You lost another 40?
I lost $3.
Now you're talking. Hey, Mike, we've gotten him to admit what's actually happening.
Lost $3.
He lost $3.
On 6 yards, man. You fucking bitch.
And it would have been $40 in your pocket if somebody had gone another 6 yards.
42.75, yeah.
That's some sad shit, man.
Sorry, yesterday I had a $2 bet. I could have cashed out a 30 before I went to bed. I had 2 legs left. Now I was like, let me risk it. Yeah, I shouldn't have risked it. I should have woke up.
Should have took your $30.
I should have taken my 30 as I woke up.
What was the potential for?
68.
Yeah, you should have taken the 30. If the potential was hundreds.
Well, I had a double bet. I had the same game on a different ticket. And I cashed that out because I was like, "Fuck it, let me cash this out now because I don't trust it." And I'm already playing it on this next ticket any goddamn way. So I cashed out. I made on 15 instead of $19 or some bullshit like that. So I was like, "Oh yeah, $3, $4 difference? Yeah, fuck that. I'm cashing that bitch out."
Yeah, close. So now
it was like an $80 running behind it.
You're near 80-90% of the way there on the one ticket.
So, but of course that fucking shit housed. Fucking bullshit. And it should have happened. I mean, I don't know. The spread was 40 points. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a game. And my bet was first half. Who would be in the lead at halftime? Technically, you know what I mean? And I'm like, they're supposed to be beating them by 40.
Man, the stuff they let you bet on.
You know what I mean? They better be beating them by halftime, motherfucker. You know what I mean? We're fucking 40 points. Why do you even have that kind of game? I should be playing rock, paper, scissors and just calling it a wrap. You know what I mean?
This was NFL?
No, this was college basketball.
College basketball?
Yeah, college basketball.
Yeah, okay.
But in college, it'd be like that. They'd be the spread would be 50, and then sometimes it'd be 60 points. You fucking beat these people by 60,
college
bro.
Football.
How the fuck?
It's terrible, dude. That's why I don't watch college football unless it's really this is going to be a good game.
Yeah, the bowls or whatever.
Yeah, a true championship game between a couple of really good teams. Then I'll watch. But dude, for my entire life, I turn on a Saturday game, I flip into channels, I get to it, it's just
I can't watch. I can watch a little bit of it.
State versus thus and such U, and it'll be 47-7 in the second quarter, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I watch this? Like, even if I was like, this is my favorite team in the world, you know what I mean?
I'm still done watching
I'm
it.
still done at 47-7 in the second quarter. Like, we've had enough. This game's going to end up 72-16, and I don't want to watch that. You know what I mean? It's like, you like watching a boxing match or whatever when somebody really gets nailed, but like, you don't like watching one where somebody's just getting pummeled the whole time.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah, because who wants to watch that?
Well, it has been nice, though, watching this ending where the Chargers have officially mathematically removed the Chiefs.
And as they said, they swept them. It's the first time they swept them probably in fucking the whole life.
Probably at least in this modern Chiefs era with Andy Reid.
Well, they're still, they ain't changed their name, right? They're still the LA Chargers.
They're the LA Chargers now, but they were San Diego for a long time.
Oh, yeah, they were San Diego Chargers.
Yeah. They were San Diego when they went to the Super Bowl with Junior Seau. And they've only been Los Angeles Chargers for maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years? Like, they went there the same time the Rams came back, and the Oakland Raiders went to Vegas. All that stuff's happened in the last, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years? But yeah, like, that's a big deal, man. Big fucking shit. Aliens are coming. Fucking Chargers are sweeping the fucking Chiefs. You can't tell, dog. You never can tell. Mahomes is limping out. See, they got Mahomes. That's because he didn't play like Tom Brady. If he played more like Tom Brady, he'd be standing in there right now.
He's walking on it, though, so he ain't tear nothing.
Yeah, they'd have carted him off if something was truly toast.
He ain't gonna walk like he ain't gonna be able to take that many steps without something buckling.
But if they're mathematically eliminated, there's 3 games left. Guess what, buddy? You're not playing the rest of the season.
Yeah, it don't matter anyway.
It's over. You're a franchise. We're not talking about practice. We're talking about the game.
Yeah, practice.
You're a franchise player.
Talking about practice?
Yep. We're talking about practice, not a game.
Practice. Giants, man. I really thought the Giants were gonna beat shit out of y'all.
I didn't have any expectations out of either of those teams. Like, they're both terrible.
I mean, they said the Skins on a fucking 7-game losing streak and the Giants on an 8-game or some shit like that. I'm like, God damn, what are y'all motherfuckers gonna have to win?
Right, somebody has to win.
Or is this gonna be 3-3? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, at least somebody won.
I didn't even know who to put money on. I put money on Dart because I thought for sure Dart was gonna run one in because the Giants, most of their goddamn guys are hurt. Fucking the guy who normally throws to. So I'm like, all right, well, Jackson got scored. They was talking about Mariota. I'm like, Mariota didn't fucking score.
So I'm truly astonished by your level of awareness of football at this point due to your gambling habits.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I had that with the
fantasy.
With the fantasy back.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, with the fantasy. Yeah.
Like, but that's why I quit doing it because it was like, I can't be thinking this much about this stupid shit.
There ain't really much money in it for me. That's why I don't really do that.
Yeah, no, like, but I was just helping the cousin out. Cousin wanted somebody to for the league,
and I was like,
I'll fill a spot for you. You know what I mean? But like, I definitely found myself like, this is way more than I want to be thinking about. Like, this shit is engulfing, and I could totally see, like, becoming engulfed in it. Like, I see what you're up to, and I'm like, I gotta not do this because I don't want to be there.
I just remember from previous weeks of the fuckers that lost me money and
Nah, but they ingrained themselves.
Didn't make me money
into your memory. Like you have like a beef with Aji Naja or whatever, or Derrick Henry.
Smith, fuck Derrick Henry, man. I don't even think he scored today. They tell me he run all over these boys, and I don't think he scored today.
Yeah, I saw somebody talking about him, saying that he had to be the key if the Ravens were going to win. They had to go through Derrick Henry to win, and that he would be a real vital thing. And I thought of you. I was like, I wonder if the Jews going to be betting on old Derrick Henry today.
Nah, not today. I ain't bet on anybody. I ain't bet on any of them fuckers.
Well, it's a seriously unconventional way of going with that level of betting every week, constantly.
Well, you only got 2 more weeks. I ain't really betting much in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you find other things to bet on. Like it'll be.
Oh yeah, I mean
you're on it.
Yeah.
But like you're truly with your small betting. It's like I agree. It's not that big a deal. Like if I could buy $3 worth of silver every week, I'd
Oh fuck yeah!
simple, and somebody would just send me
I
a little.
wish I could do something like that. If
Send
I
me a
could
little
figure out what
drop
that
of
is.
some hard metal auction.
Instead of investing in fucking this fucking FanDuel account, if I can invest in some fucking gold or something like that, yeah, I'll be fine with that. If I can figure out where to buy that.
I think it'd be cool to do mini chocolate chip style golds. You know what I mean? And have like a whole thing where we send out mini chocolate chips that are actually gold to people.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely
And then
invest in gold.
you can have yourself a little BB holder or something.
I guess you can invest in gold on stock.
You can invest in gold in a number of different ways, but like personally, I just want actual physical gold.
Yeah, I need a chunk.
But I want it to be small enough that I could spend it.
No, I want the bar.
You know what I mean?
I want the bar.
Yeah, but the bar, if the end of the world comes, you're gonna be like, yo, can you break this bar?
I got
You know what I'm
bandsaw.
saying? You're gonna throw all those little tiny little chunks, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, you should be able to invest in 1/10 of an ounce of gold or 0.5 of an ounce of gold, instead of because an ounce, that's what 28 grams, right? So you should be able to buy a gram of gold that comes in like a little tiny. That would be a cool way to acquire, so that you could have it on hand and it could be like shippable easily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And something that you could literally utilize. You could just take a hammer to it and make a little wavy coin out of it. I just hammered it down, and now I got a little coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Chock full of ideas. Don't like this whole
Yeah.
have to have a brick.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
For real.
If only I put down 100 on Bitcoin when I first found out about it and laughed at them. I was like, what are y'all talking about, man?
Well, because
It's not even real.
I never heard about it until it
Here
was like
got motherfuckers buying houses.
it was
and
like
cars
20
and shit.
grand and shit a coin, and I'm like, if I had known, I totally would have put 100 down on like a group of them if it was something I was aware of, because
I didn't believe it when I was told about it.
when you think about it, it's based on nothing other than like some digital shit. But that's what dollars are based on at this point.
Yeah, basically.
Like nothing. It's not backed by gold or anything like it was originally. So it's just valuable because we agree it is.
Well, just because money turned into shit. That's the other reason why
Well,
crypto started to jump up.
They've ruined it by overprinting it and shit. And the technicality that there's only but so many cryptos out there, in theory, I don't know if I fully believe it, but that's the theory, that there's like X amount of coins and there will never be any more. So each one is worth exponentially more year after year, theoretically.
Yeah, but it's all digital anyways. How you can't make more digital shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody actually got a fucking Bitcoin in their pocket? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
no,
an actual
nobody.
goddamn Bitcoin?
Nah,
No.
none of that.
It's all digital any goddamn way.
You
So
know.
we talking about can't make more fake money.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? How'd you make fuck 29 of them? You know? Like, what the fuck, dude? You just can't make 4 more? Fuck out of here. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that shit at
So-
all.
But I know people making money from it, so.
They certainly made money. I don't know. I guess they're still making money out there. It's a viable acquisition of funds. You could get that shit and be like, yo, I actually got some shit if you sell it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's definitely,
I got a boy at work where he's got a lot of Bitcoin money.
yeah, he just invested long ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's just recycling it back in on itself, you know what I mean? I guess whatever interest or whatever he's earning, he's putting it right back in it.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do if I got a little bit of scratch like that.
I don't know. I'd have to get an amount coming into my account, like weekly or whatever. Something like that. But then that's a bitch with taxes, you know what I mean?
Well, that's part of why you get that physical gold. And they, you can have it.
Yeah.
They can't really claim it per se. I guess they can. There's probably all kind of ways that
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
they can say you owe us money for all this bullshit that you've got. I don't know, man. it's a terribly unpleasant world in many, many ways. But I rewatched Fallout. I enjoyed that. Trying to stay positive.
Oh, yeah, the show, John, or whatever?
Yeah. I rewatched the first season. The new one's coming out in like 3 or 4 days, so I timed that well. And I got a lot more out of it than I did the first time because I was less like, what the hell's going on? I was able to be like, wait, what is going on? And really analyze it better than the second time around. And that's a goddamn good show, dude.
Yeah, we ain't really been watching nothing.
Well, yeah, because you and the old lady be checking shit out, right?
Yeah, we be watching shit, but it's like this weekend we was looking over there, had that little Christmas party Friday night, and Saturday night we stayed back over there again, just us and the kids and shit, and we just been playing like, board games or whatever, just bullshitting. Kept it simple. But normally the weekends we binge watching something. Well, Saturday night, into Sunday now that Maya's working. So.
Yeah, they got you on the Saturday shifts, man. That's some whack shit.
Yeah, but I'm done for that. I'm done with that for a little bit. Because technically, I won't be doing working this weekend, and then after that it's fucking Christmas. Then after that it's fucking New Year's.
And is that like legitimately like 6 days a week they got you working then?
Yeah. Some of those motherfuckers worked yesterday. Or no, today. What's today? Sunday? Yeah. Some motherfuckers work today.
Yeah, that's whack, man.
I'm like, what the fuck? Motherfucker asked me yesterday. I left at 12. Little boy called me at like 2. Was like, we working tomorrow? I was like, the fuck you? No. The fuck you talking about? Sunday, bro.
Well, that's like somebody at my job, because they do work Saturdays, and there's a couple of guys that do what I do on Saturday, every Saturday. That's like part of their just schedule. Well, yeah. And so somebody else that's like been working there was like, well, you're not working Saturday? I'm like, hell no, I'm not working Saturday. Motherfucker, have I ever been here on a Saturday?
Yeah. What are you talking about? There's
I think I've done 2 or maybe 3 since I started because somebody had to take some time off.
Yeah.
And, okay, if I got to do 4 a year, I can wrap my head around that. Not a big deal. But I don't want to do Saturdays, like, at all.
Yeah, I don't want to either, but money too good for me not to go to work.
Shit. Your money's good. So. Conceptually, I'm like, man, shit, I need to get a job with you. But I don't want to be up there at the crack of motherfucking dawn like you.
No.
Like, you live that, like, nocturnalism shit. I don't think I could deal.
Yeah, like right now, it's like dark to dark. You going to work in the dark and you're coming home
in the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah.
It may only be 6 o'clock, but it's goddamn dark.
And you guys don't have a roof on, so at least you're out in the sun still?
Well, there's a roof on the building, but all my work's outside.
Brutal. Man,
all my work's outside.
It's been cold, dude.
It's cold as fuck this week.
I got another something knocked out on the El Camino this morning out there.
Today it was cold as fuck.
It was
the wind's
cold.
terrible, bro. It was like negative. It was like 15 degrees or some shit out there.
I went out into the garage and the fucking... There was like a windsock out in the garden blowing, just fucking full flow, just full force.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God I don't have to open the garage door to do this.
That John was like over there. We were in Bristow, and she got like 10 acres, and then every neighbor beside her's got like 10 acres, and then there's like a farm behind them. So it's just fucking wind ripping up.
Oh yeah, the wind would move definitely over there.
Wind whipping. Yeah. I heard that John all morning, man. Just fucking beating the hell out the house. I was like, fuck, man. But yeah, it's cold. It was cold this week, man. And it's funny, all these motherfuckers, I got all these fucking foreigners coming outside telling me it's warmer outside than it inside in the building.
Well, in theory, if you're on concrete and you're surrounded by concrete and the wind's blowing through, I could see that maybe getting colder. Or at least feeling colder.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because of your feet being on the concrete all the time.
Yeah, but it ain't no difference in your feet being out there in the ice ground.
True, the ice ground. The ice ground and concrete are pretty similar.
Or when you get that fucking, or when it's right like 35 degrees, like just warm enough to get like mud, you know what I mean, or get your fucking boots like wet, you know what I mean, just so they can absorb more of the fucking 30-degree weather than they're already doing. You know
Yeah,
what I
dude,
mean?
that's why I can't do your job,
Like
bro.
fuck, man.
I'm like, that shit is crazy. Like, I was watching Landman, and I'm like, man, I'd like to make 6 figures on some, like,
Oh, I would never do that shit. That
legitimate
that fucking
job, but
bullshit
that's-
they be doing. Them motherfuckers be ripping that, like running them the fucking whatever they call them, the roughnecks. Man, I could never
Yeah.
be one of those fucks, bro.
Yeah.
I could never do that. Like fuck you, man.
that's some serious,
Super dangerous ass shit, bro.
dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, $180 a year. That's a lot of money.
You earned it.
But
You motherfucking earned it, bro.
I would rather be on the crab boats for 2 weeks for $180.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather take my chance. And then that's completely unappealing as well.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's terribly unappealing.
You might be working for 2 days.
And be dead. You could just be dead.
Yeah, or you could die.
You're
Yeah.
we're just dead.
Yeah.
Like, not,
Ah.
oh, I lost a finger. Like, no, I was on a boat and it sank in 7-degree water.
Yeah, and fucking nowhere near nothing.
Yes. No Coast Guard.
100 miles from Russia and 100 miles from Alaska.
With-
just in the middle of the water, bro.
6 minutes max. Hit the water. 3 minutes later, was completely hypothermiated out and sank to the fucking floor, never to be seen again. Eaten by crab over the next 4 years. Like, literally, you're crab fishing.
crab
You
meat.
fall off. You're being eaten by crab to be caught and then served up. Like, however many fishermen die, get eaten.
Oh, all of them.
Exactly.
They don't really have too many shark up there. I mean, they got shark, but it's cold. I would definitely think the crabs
Yeah, the crabs are going to eat you at the floor.
and the floor joints would
Yeah.
get a hold of you more than them slow moving sharks they got up yonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little shark fishing this weekend. After I drop that boy off,
Of course.
I'm going over there to the beach, and I got me this little half-ass pop-up tent, like a 3-sided sun tent joint, and I bought this little propane heater.
Do you not have the drone set up to drop the hook?
I got the drone, yeah. I'm gonna bring the drone.
And you're going to go out and drop a hook
Yeah,
with the drone?
with the drone, yeah.
My man.
I don't really know how yet. I gotta rig it up, of course, because the
So you've
drones-
never tried this before?
I have, but the problem is the drone's not one of them fucking $1,000 ones. So it only can lift like 3 ounces.
Well, that's not enough for a good shark hooking line, is it? You need to see.
Well, I mean-
you're not properly invested. You're going to lose your drone if you're not careful. You know what I mean?
I think if they're around, they'll gnaw on a fucking any size fish I got floating around out
Yeah,
there.
but that's.
You
I'm
know
just
what I mean?
saying though, like you need to have like a pretty big hook and line for like a real deal shark, right? Like in Jaws, they were using the piano wire, right?
Oh, wait, I got that taken care
I'm
of.
saying you're going for the big deal,
My
right?
other thing is I really don't want to catch a big ass one right now where I got to get in the water, because the water got to be fucking what, 50 maybe.
Maybe.
40 maybe.
Yeah.
Like the water's
Yeah,
gonna be
maybe.
cold as fuck, bro.
No
so I don't
fact.
want to be out there knee deep in about 8-degree water.
Yeah, but
fucking
like,
around with this animal. You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
go out there and fuck with the animal anyway, because you're not keeping it, right?
No, but
So even if you
that's
get
the
a little
summertime for me.
But I'm saying even if you get a little one,
Oh, little one, I'll throw his ass in like that. I'm talking about a 4 foot above.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean-
I don't know, dog. It seems like an awful lot of risk to not be wanting to get in the water to be shark fishing in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get in. And then
Well,
you're like, I'm going to still throw a line
I'm
in.
still gonna throw a line out
And
because
if you catch a 7-foot like reef
well,
shark,
if I catch one,
you're-
he's just gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to say sorry, fish guys, but this motherfucker gonna have to ride around with a hook in his lip for about, a month and a half.
The
till
rest of his
fucking,
life, or how
No, they
long?
rust out.
to a degree.
Yeah.
You ain't seen the video of the
I
lady?
mean, those big ass fucking hooks that are like the size of your hand. I mean, that's gonna take a minute.
Those take a while.
Yeah, that's gonna
Those
take
are
a
the
hot
one-
minute.
There's
Yeah.
a lady that like dives with sharks and pulls hooks out of their mouths.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's like made friends with all these sharks, And whenever she gets in the water, they all like run up
They,
on
like,
her,
swim up on
they
her, just
nuzzle her, and
smiling at
treat
her
her like
shit.
she's like they act like a dog, bro.
Hey, well-
they come up and she pets them, and then she finds ones with hooks and pulls them out. And she recognizes similar ones or the same ones and pulls
see?
multiple hooks out of their mouths. And they like come up and like open their mouth and she reaches inside their mouth and like it's madness. You know what I mean? But it's like that's why I wouldn't want a shark fish. Because I don't want to be contributing to that lady's shark hook collection. Because I tell you this much, I damn sure ain't putting my hand in a goddamn shark's
No,
mouth.
hell to the no.
Pull them up like
No,
a
you got
hook out.
pliers for that, bro.
Yo, I would need like those really long pliers that you got, like a foot and a half long
Yeah.
jugger that you reach in there and fool with. But I still wouldn't want to. I don't
Nah.
want to. I'd like to.
Yeah, it's
I would be like, sorry, fish gods, I'm pushing Jaws back in, like
with the hook.
with the hook in
That's
his
what
mouth.
most of them motherfuckers do.
I hope he knows a lady that's nice and dives and pulls hooks out of their mouths. I hope this shark knows where to go, because I damn sure ain't gonna be the one
But
trying to pull that hook out of his mouth.
So hopefully. Oh, but the room is all handicapped bathroom. It then John had the little chair in there and everything.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
You got a room?
Yeah,
Where's this room?
a hotel room
And
at
it's
the beach.
And you got the handicap room.
Yeah, with the couple rails in the shower. In the chair, in the picture. This was in the picture. It better be real, because I'm goddamn it. I paid for that.
So you gonna be up in there?
I'm be mad
making
as
a
hell if it
racket.
ain't there. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, either way, I'm in there making a racket if it's there. I'm in there making a racket if it ain't there. 'Cause where the hell is my seat? Like, this is how brothers and sisters are made right here. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, right? What the problem is? Yeah, the picture clearly states stretch before you enter this room. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, well,
This is a serious,
What happened?
ready for action.
yeah, what happened?
bathroom.
Yeah, this is come get you some all day right
So
here.
you're clear. You're taking the Jubu with you.
Yeah, clearly. Oh shit. But yeah. So just spend a little night down there. Ain't nothing crazy.
And that's gonna be in Florida all the way.
No, I'll be halfway in North Carolina. So we're gonna go over there to Topsail.
Ah, okay. Never been, but I've heard of it.
I think it's probably about an hour from where I'm meeting
Nice Central East Coast
their mama.
beach.
Yep.
Some nice. Good for you, man. Finding the nice amenities, making the lemonades out of lemon and whatnot.
Hey, I got a little plan. I got a fucking. She gonna like it.
Good for you.
She gonna like it.
You fucking romantic.
She gonna like it. But yeah, I got this little heater. I mean, it's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be like 60 down there during the day, and I think like mid 40s at night. So
So you're gonna run like what, a little gas heater or
I got this
something?
little propane heater, yeah, that does 13,000 BTU. It's
And you're gonna sit in a tent.
a little three-sided jump. They call it a sun tent. You know what I mean?
So you're gonna stand out there.
Technically, you
You're
know
gonna
what I mean?
stand out there and throw the joint in the water, and then go back and sit in the tent.
Yeah, we're gonna be
with the
fishing.
heater on.
Yeah, we're gonna be fishing all
And
day.
you gonna
bro.
have Lisa sitting there with you the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be chilling.
All right.
I'm putting the shark pole out first thing when I get there, and that bitch ain't gonna come, ain't
See,
reeling in until something
I can-
fucking smacks on it.
I can wrap my head around having a lady at the beach that doesn't mind sitting on the beach when it's warm and nice. But when it's cold.
But that's what the heater is.
But you can be rocking the heater, but she still can't like tan and do what chicks like to do on the beach. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, nah, but
You know what I mean? I
but,
guess she can read a book or whatever and sit there and bullshit with you.
yeah, but it's still like the atmosphere.
The vibes.
Yeah, the vibe. You know, you beachfront.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
that's like real. You're like zen with the ocean.
yeah,
and
you
shit.
just yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's more of a relaxation,
Right.
And just
Get in the rhythm of the waves.
yeah,
And just ride that vibe for 6 or 8 hours, sitting out there and trying to catch a shark, trying to pull a monster out of the ocean that you're vibing with. See,
well, I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna catch nothing.
That's
Just like sharking, but I'm thinking like a lot of the other fishes are biting, so hopefully I can catch something. Like I said, hopefully I can catch regular fish. That way I'm guaranteed not to get in the water.
yeah,
or,
that's
little-
just you and your gambling addiction.
Yeah.
To me, that's a gamble of like the kind I'd be like, Psh, I'm not doing that.
Well, some of those. I mean, last time I've been down there in the summer or in the winter like this, there was only like I think trout. Like trout was the only thing biting, and they're kind of like skittish and shit. They like a lot of fake bait, and fake bait you got to work it right. You know what I mean?
So they're
like,
tough to catch.
A little bit pain in the ass because it's how they want it. You know what I mean? You either ride reeling the whole time so the bait's swimming, or sometimes they want to jerk it. You know what I mean? But 2 pops and then reel, or 3 pops, you know what I mean? Or like 5, or just keep jerking it, you know what I mean? Like fish are fucking, when it comes to goddamn bait to try to make it look real, it's a pain in the ass.
You throw your line, is that something you're trying to do every time? Is that the thing you like about it the most, or it's a pain in the ass so you don't want to do that ever if you can avoid it?
No, I don't. I'll fish with lures. I don't give a shit. But in the ocean, it's a lot difficult. I mean,
Because you got to crank it way out there and then pull it back fast so that something sees it swimming.
Yeah, or you're bumping it. You know what I mean? So it looks like it's swimming and not swimming and swimming and not swimming type shit.
Like you try to keep it, but like the waves are coming towards you, right?
Yeah.
So you would kind of want to pull it away from you, but you can't. So you're going to pull it towards you, but the waves are going to come in and go out.
Yeah.
So you're trying to like ride that in out.
Yeah, well, the fish are like hang basically in the waves, like swimming sideways, usually in the waves, usually.
Like they're going.
Yeah, like parallel with the beach. Yeah.
Okay. So it's really just about timing it, having it be in
it's just
somewhere.
about them being right there. I mean, the ocean's as big as a goddamn ocean. It's not like you're fishing in the pond. Like, it's like, oh, they'll eventually find me. It's like, motherfucker, how many miles of water you working with? I mean, shark can smell, shit for about a mile. You know what I mean? But still gonna take. I don't know how long it would take a shark to track something down a mile.
But you do chum at the beach though, don't you, for shark? You be throwing dead fish out in the water, or blood.
Like dead fish. If I catch some fish that swallows a fucking hook or something, yeah, I'm gonna chop his ass up and throw it out there.
So you're adding dead fish to the water for a shark if you get a dead fish.
Yeah.
If the fish dies once you reel them in, you're gonna hack them up, throw them back out there in the effort to catch a shark.
Yeah, if it's a little bait fish or whatever. Anyways,
but you're literally trying to attract a shark to the beach.
Well, that attracts everything. Not just sharks, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, touche, because everybody in the ocean wants to eat the same shit.
Yeah, they're all eating that shit, you know what I'm saying? So the fish are eating that shit too. They're eating that shit usually before the sharks can get it. And then the crabs, and then the shrimps, and then everything else, But
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more to me, there's a lot more movement in water around here than, like we were talking about the Bering Sea, where you're probably only going to get crabbed and fucked up looking animals and shit.
Right.
And shit you ain't never really seen.
The big grinning
because it's mile deep, dark as fuck. Yeah.
And he's got like a light bulb that hangs out in front of his head.
Yeah, he's got that guy hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, so you're not going to see just like a fucking...
And you'd have to have a line so far down to try to catch one of those. And then not destroy them to try to pull them up if you were trying to actually fish for them.
Yeah, you're probably blowing them up. Like, they're probably just going to like blow up if you reel them in.
Yeah, you're going to disintegrate.
Even slow, because they're deep as fuck, man, and the pressure,
Right. So if you pull them up out of that pressure, you would think they're just going to shred up.
I would think, because like you see those one fish, like them snappers and red joints that they be catching where the eyes be all popped out and the belly be out and shit, and they're not that deep. I mean, they're deep, but they're not... Like,
they're going through some
Alaskan deep shit,
discomfort.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It's going to be very uncomfortable for that fish.
Oh, for sure.
You're not able to throw that guy back.
No.
You reel that up, you're having to keep him.
Well, you're keeping them anyways. That's good. They're delicious,
They're delicious.
Yeah.
The bottom ones down there in the dark.
Them red snappers that I'm talking about, where they be pulling them up and they're all like eyes popped out and bloated to hell because of the pressure.
Damn. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if they're more delicious because of that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They just say white.
Just the process of
white
them.
Flaky fish is the ones that are real good.
But is their white flakiness more flaky if they're
I don't think so. I mean,
dredged up from way deep, where the pressure expands and pops their skin and eyeballs out, their stomachs pop out of them. Like,
I wouldn't think so. I haven't
had
any of those. I've had regular.
But that's got to affect the meat, right?
I wouldn't think so. It's inside shit.
I don't know, dog. Everything's expanding and popping at that point, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just curious dumbass.
Yeah, I don't know.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to bring this episode to a close. I want to thank you for listening. I want to encourage you to check out old episodes if you can find them on Spotify. If they've moved off of Spotify, if they're gone, which they are, some of them, find them on all the other platforms, because I don't think anybody else has pulled anything down. Like Apple Podcasts.
There you go.
Yep. So, yeah, have a great rest of your day. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you as well. Don't be a dick. Keep grinding on shit you're trying to get done, because that's how it gets done. And don't forget, we love you very much.
Peace.
Peace be with you.